Hello friends, good morning. Today we are going to continue the next topic in this applied mathematics series, which is derivative. So in previous lecture we have seen in detail what function is. We also have seen different types of function, and from that we know that the function have two value, exact value and limiting value, right? Exact value and limiting value. This we have seen in detail. So we know that if I am telling you that f of 0 equal to 2, then it's mean this f of 0 point is located exactly on 2 on the plot. If here is suppose 2, so here I can locate f of 0. But if I am telling that limit x tends to 0, f of 0 equal to 2, it's mean this point f of 0 is very near to 2 but not exactly at 2. This point never be come to this location. It will here anywhere in the neighborhood of the 2. Okay, from there we have also seen that if we find limit like limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h, and we find out the value of this limiting value, then this is called as derivative of f of x and denoted by f dash of x. Okay, and if we are denoting y equals to f of x, then this is also written as dy by dx, derivative of y with respect to x. Okay, so now what we are doing here, if my original function is f of x plus y and I am observing the change in x, okay, change with respect to x. So what I am doing here, I am just observing the change in y. What change in y will happen? Change in y if I change with change in x, with change in x. So whatever change happen in x, I want to see what change y show me or give me. So we write it as dy by dx. Okay, so this change we are observing with respect to x. Okay, now this is called the first principle of derivative. Okay, so I will just show you that suppose my function f of x equal to k, where k is a constant. How will you identify that function is constant or not constant? Here I don't have any x term. In this side I don't have any x term. So this is constant and my variable is x here. From this f of x, x is my variable and I don't have my variable here. So this is the constant function. Now I want to calculate the derivative of this constant function or k. How I am going to calculate? By first principle of derivative. By first principle of derivative, this f dash of x equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. This is the formula. Now this is given to me, f of x is given to me. What is f of x? It is k. Okay, now I need to find out f of x plus h to put the value here. So what I am doing, I just change x with x plus h. So only this place is there where x is there. So I will replace x with x plus h. So f of x plus h I am getting again k. Okay, now I will substitute this value f of x and f of x plus h into this equation 1. So equation 1 implies f dash of x equal to limit h tends to 0, k, this is f of x plus h is k, this value is k, minus f of x is again k upon h. K minus k is 0, so limit h tends to 0, 0 upon h, which is 0. Okay, so what I can say from this, that derivative of constant is 0. Okay, I can write this as f dash of x. If f of x equal to k, then my f dash of x equal to 0, or ddx of k equal to 0. That is the different way of writing it. Okay, ddx of k equal to 0, because dy by dx we are writing, and value of y is nothing but k here. So that's why we write it as ddx of k equal to 0, and I read it derivative of k is 0. So similarly, if we want to find derivative of the other functions, then by using this first principle we can find all the value. So I am taking just one more example. Suppose f of x is given x. Okay, and now I want to find out derivative of this f of x. So by first principle of derivative, my f dash of x or dy by dx equal to f of x plus h, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. This is the formula. Now f of x is given to me as x. So since f of x is given x, I need to find x plus h. So I am replacing x with x plus h. I have x here and here. So these two value will replace with x plus h. So my f of x plus h is equal to x plus h. Okay. Now I am just replacing, just substituting the value. So dy by dx equal to limit h tends to 0, x plus h, the value of f of x plus h is x plus h minus f of x is x upon h. This minus x plus h cancel. What I get, limit h tends to 0, h upon h, h get cancel. I get limit h tends to 0, 1. Now this is constant, so limit is not applicable. Limit will be 1. So therefore what I get, derivative of x is equal to 1. So that's how we find out the derivative of the function. Now every time if I need a derivative and I am going to apply the first principle of derivative, it will be very difficult to me to find out the derivative of the given function. So to overcome this problem, what people say, they just define some standard derivative function, and then we are just going to use it to find the complicated derivatives. So for example, we need to remember that derivative of constant is 0. This is the standard formula. Derivative of x, if I am differentiating with respect to x, for x, then this value equal to 1. We just calculate it. Derivative of ddx of x to the power n. So x square, x cube, x4 and so on. X to the power n is equal to n x to the power n minus 1. Okay. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Okay. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x. Okay. Derivative of other trigonometric function are also important. So I will just write derivative of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x. Derivative of tan x derivative of sec x. Derivative of tan x is sec square x. Derivative of sec x is sec x into tan x, and so on. So all these are the standard derivative, and what you need to do, you just need to remember the value of these derivatives, these standard functions derivative, and using these standard functions we are going to find the derivative of other functions. So for example, I will just tell you how we are plan to solve this. So keep this thing in mind. So suppose now first we so suppose I want to find out derivative of y, and where y is a addition of two function. So y is given by fx plus gx. So then ddx of fx plus gx. Now this derivative, when it operate on plus sign, we can just separate the plus sign. Simply apply the derivative to both the function fx plus derivative of gx. Okay. Similarly, derivative of fx minus gx is equal to derivative of fx minus derivative of gx. Okay, just remember these two things in your mind. Multiplication and division, these two rules we are going to discuss after this discussion. So for example, I have a question that find derivative of f of x or y equal to sin x plus cos x minus x. Okay, this is the function. So now I will write here differentiate with respect to x. What this mean? I am differentiating with respect to x. So I am just observing the change of x. What change this x will bring in y. That's why I am writing here that I am differentiating with respect to x. So this x is always an independent variable, because you know that we can change only independent variable. This dependent variable, change in dependent variable is not in our hand. So I will just write it as, just observe how I am solving it. dy by dx equal to ddx of, as soon as I write here differentiate with respect to x, I am just operating this operator ddx to both side of the function. So I just write here ddx of y equal to ddx of sin x plus cos x minus x. Okay, and now from this addition and subtraction rule, we see that we can separate addition and subtraction with derivative. So this will gives me ddx of sin x plus ddx of cos x minus ddx of x. Okay, now instead of applying first principle to this function and this function, what I am going to do, I will just see what is the standard derivative of these functions. So what I need here, derivative of sin x. So derivative of sin x, I need to remember that this is a cos x. So I am just writing here as cos x. What is derivative of cos x? It is minus sin x. So I am just writing here minus sin x, minus derivative of x is 1. Okay, and that's how I get the answer. So my dy by dx is this cos x minus sin x minus 1. Okay, it's become very simple. Otherwise I need to apply first principle to find this value and this value every time. So instead of doing that, I just remember the standard derivative value of this function and I just write it again. Okay, so I will solve one more example. Find derivative of e to the power x minus x cube. Okay, so I am writing here differentiate with respect to x. What will I get? dy by dx equal to ddx of e to the power x minus x cube, which is equal to ddx of e to the power x minus ddx of x cube. Okay, now I will just see to the standard formula list that okay, ddx of e to the power x is e to the power x. So I will write this value as e to the power x, this whole value. Now derivative of x cube means this is the standard function of this type where n is 3 here. When I put n equals to 3, what I get? X to the power 3. So I will show separately how I am finding this value, since ddx of x to the power n is n x to the power n minus 1. Now if n equal to 3, what will I get? ddx of x cube equal to, so just put n equals to 3 here, 3x to the power 3 minus 1. Here I put 3, here I use 3, here I use 3. Okay, so I get 3x square. Okay, so now the final value of my derivative is my dy by dx equal to e to the power x minus 3x square. Okay, that's how we find out the standard derivative. Now suppose I want to find out derivative of 1 upon x. How will I find out this? Okay, I will write this as derivative of x to the power minus 1. When I take this x to the numerator, it will become power as minus 1. Okay, and now I will apply again the standard form of derivative of x to the power n is n x to the power n minus 1. Now put n equal to minus 1. So what will I get? ddx of minus 1 equal to minus 1 x to the power. Okay, one more standard formula that you need to remember is derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. Okay, so now I will solve some more example. Okay. Okay, so I want to find out derivative of root x. Okay, so the root x is nothing but ddx of x to the power 1 by 2, right? The root means power 1 by 2. Now this is nothing but the standard form of x to the power n, which is n x to the power n minus 1. Now put n equal to 1 by 2. What will I get? ddx of x to the power 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2 into x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1, which is 1 by 2 into x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 is 1 minus 2 upon 2, that is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. So this I can write it as 1 upon 2 x to the power 1 by 2. This I am writing in denominator, so it become positive. Or 1 upon 2 root x. Power 1 by 2 means root x. So finally I get therefore ddx of root x equal to 1 upon 2 root x. Okay. Now this also you can remember as a standard formula, standard value. So I am just writing it here, that derivative of root x equal to 1 upon 2 root x. Okay. That's how we solve the example. Let's just continue with few more example. So suppose y is given x square plus 3x plus 2, and I want to find out derivative of this function. So I will differentiate with respect to x. I will get dy by dx equal to d dx of x square plus 3x plus 2. Now as I know I can separate the addition sign, so I am separating d dx of x square plus d dx of 3x plus d dx of 2. Okay. Now from the standard formula I know that derivative of x to the power n is n x to the power n minus 1. So remember, whatever value is here you just need to write in multiplication and subtract 1 and write this as a power of x here. So here I have x square, d dx of x square. How I write it? I will write this 2 here, x, 2 minus 1, 1, x to the power 1, so 2x. Okay. Similarly, the standard formula, one more standard formula that is here I am adding is derivative of k into gx, where k is a constant. Suppose constant is in multiplication and you want to find out derivative of gx, then you can take this constant outside and just write the derivative of gx. Okay. So this formula we need to use here. d dx of 3x will be, take this 3 outside of the operator, 3 into d dx of x, and d dx of x we have seen in a standard function that it is 1. So this is 1. So what I get, 3 into 1 is equal to 3. Now write down value here. So derivative of x square I get, 2x plus 3 plus derivative of constant. What is the derivative of constant? It is always 0. We seen here. Okay, 0. So 0. So what I get, 2x plus 3 is my dy by dx. Okay. I hope you understand the procedure, how we are writing this thing. Now I want you to try to solve these example. So find out derivative of the function. Second, y is equal to okay. Now derivative of this 5 to the power x, this I am sorry, I forget to add this formula here. So I am adding one more formula, that d dx of a to the power x is equal to a to the power x into log of a. You just need to multiply it with log of a to the power x into log of a. Okay. So just try this example. I hope you will able to solve this. Okay. So just try this example. Till then, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.